us Wheelchair Wednesday here at the Wheelhouse. It wouldn't be a Wednesday if we didn't struggle and strain to try to get this thing working correctly. I'd be lying to you if I wasn't over here just didn't know what was going on the whole time. We figured it out. We got everything working. We are back now live with you with another brave guest. This time coming from my state. Not that far from me. Before we get to him, let's go ahead and roll the intro. Welcome to Wheelchair Wednesday. All right, y'all. Let's welcome the one and only PJ Heger. What's happening, buddy?
Hey, how's it going? Glad to be here.
Now, all right, it's Heger or Heger? Hager?
Hager.
Hager, yeah, like Van Hager or Halen.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
hey, yeah, whatever. It'll work. I thought it was a joke, right? All right. Now, before we get into all the good, juicy questions, as you can tell, I have not done this before. It's my first time. Why don't you introduce the people? Tell them who you are, how you got injured, and what your level of injury is.
Yeah, so my name is PJ Heger. I'm a T12 incomplete spinal cord injury. January 1st, 2021, on New Year's Eve, I was riding a snowmobile and went, I was drinking and driving, so, that, can't do that,
Oh, no, that's bad, yeah.
To not do that. So it was my fault, but it was an accident at the same time. But I went too fast and I hit a tree, and now I'm in a wheelchair. I can't really move anything from below my belly button on down.
Well, it could have been worse. That's why I celebrate, as long as we're still here, like I say, any day above ground's a good day. That's my motto.
Yeah, it is.
That's what I go through.
It is. And I got a really good family to, help support me.
Well, that's another one of my questions was, what was the biggest thing that helped you through it after you got injured?
The very first thing is my family. They stepped up to help pick up and put the pieces together, and I don't know where I'd be without my family. They helped me so much, and even now, I go home on the weekends from school to go hang out with my parents because they're just that cool, and I like hanging out with them. But I also got into mindfulness and meditation, and that's helped a lot.
Oh, nice.
Accept the injury and everything, and to kind of bring me at peace with myself. So that's been a pretty cool journey.
Heck yeah, that's always something I heard is very helpful towards you and your inner being. It's meditation.
Yeah.
Next question: would you walk if you could? By that, what I mean, you've seen him. You know what we mean by that. If you could go back and change it, rather not keep your life now, what would you do? What would you think you would do?
That's a really tough question. And I don't think I would change it. I think I would stay the same in a wheelchair for the rest of my life. Because of the progress I've made as a human being and for my soul. I think I am the way I'm supposed to be. The way I look at it is that I really could have died that night, but for some reason I'm still here, and I'm just really excited to figure out why I'm still here. And it is possible to be happy in a chair. And that's something that a lot of people might think is not possible, but no, it's very possible.
Right. I feel like we all got a purpose. We can still, fulfill if we put our head to it and figure out what it is, and then just be consistent.
Yeah. Your videos, this is amazing. This has helped me so much, and
Hey, thanks, man.
I want to find a purpose like this where you can feel fulfilled and are helping other people.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I tell a lot of people all the time, it's almost sometimes you get done and it's you were on autopilot. You know what I mean? Not today. I had to say, Jesus, pull over, let me take the wheel. Today. Yeah, because I had to literally put into work today to figure this out. We were an hour late if you guys are watching this afterwards. and we're supposed to go live at 5. Here it is 6 o'clock, and we couldn't get anything running. It kept telling me no, it wasn't hooked up to Facebook, and it was a mess. PJ was there for it all. He hung around. He was a champion. But that's just what you get when you get on a live show. You never know what's going to happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right. Next question I got for you is dating/married.
I am single right now. I am. I mean, like I'm going to school, so I'm pretty busy right now. But I would look for a smooching partner.
He's
That
a smooching partner. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
Sweet talking.
I wouldn't mind that at all. Yeah, even before my accident, I was single too, so I was a bit of a mess before my accident anyway, so it wasn't a good situation. But now I feel like I like myself now, and well, I love myself now, and I think I'll find someone.
Oh yeah, there's always somebody out there for someone. You just got to have confidence,
Yeah,
which it seems
yeah.
like you have plenty of. You seem like a likable enough guy. My buddy Mike watching live, he says, I'm trying not to hold his hat against him.
No,
Now,
no.
those who don't know, here in Michigan, we have a huge rivalry. It's Michigan versus Michigan State. What he's wearing is a Michigan State hat, and we on my side are all U of M. We're all Michigan. So it's like, and right now, Michigan is dominating the world of sports
Oh,
in college
whatever.
football. Well, college football at
Whatever.
least. I don't know how your swimming team is, but
I don't keep up with the swimming team.
yeah, who knows? What's your pet peeves about being in a chair?
Um, the just like that I have to do everything slower than normal. Like everything just takes a lot longer being in a wheelchair. Like I got full use of my hands and everything, so I can pretty much do everything that I used to do before, except for like longboard or play hockey or something. But yeah, it's just the extra amount of time it takes to do things that
Right.
annoys me.
What is something you wish you could do now that you can't? That you could do before?
Play hockey or longboard, which is like skateboarding, but like
But
you
longer
go.
board, yeah. Like almost like a
Yeah,
surfboard with wheels.
yeah. I had like a 45 or a 48-inch board that I would ride, and like it felt like you're riding a surfboard. It was really cool. So I really missed that feeling of like
Nice.
cruising down the hill.
Yeah, I
And
can
hockey
imagine it.
too.
I picture like California longboarding, like down the little
Yeah.
hills where they're like swaying back and forth.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what I was into right before I got hurt. It was a ton of fun. It was like a new passion that I had found a couple years before I got hurt. So I got a couple years of longboarding in at least. So I can be thankful for that.
Nice. Absolutely. It looks like in the live chat, PJ, we do have some Go Green fans.
Yes,
And,
let's go.
Oh man, my buddy Ben said, "Of course Michigan is dominating. They're cheating." Oh,
Yeah,
of course, yeah. It was
Big scandal
Deflate
right
Gate,
now. It's
right?
how we're gonna survive.
Man, it's gonna be hilarious. Um, what type of wheelchair do you have, and do you have a name for it?
I have. I think I have a Highlight like Arrow Z or T or something like that. The paint got scratched off of it, so I can't exactly tell. But I don't have a name for it either. It's just kind of like
I thought like everybody had names for their chairs. I'm over
no,
here
I
like,
know
man, I gotta get a name for it.
you always ask this question, and everyone's like, oh, I don't know. I guess I haven't thought of name yet.
You know what? I hope I'm putting the bug in there though. You should probably name your chair. Give your chair some character. You know what I mean? I call my manual Old Blue, and then this is my power chair. I call Johnny Five.
Yeah. Maybe I call it my legs. Like it's pretty much my legs. So
Ah, I guess you could call it legs. Yeah, something like that. Call it Jordan. Call it if you wear
Jordan or
Jordans.
something like that.
Next question I got for you is any pain? What's your pain level like?
Like right now, my ass just like burns right now.
Feels like you've been
And
sitting on it too long.
yeah. I just been sitting on it all day. So it just burns, but like I really don't have that much pain, luckily. Um, I like I went through a little stint where I had some really bad back pain, but that was just because everything is out of whack back there. I don't know exactly what happened, but I went to the hospital. It was all good, but yeah, I don't know. My pain level is usually at like a 2 or a 3 on a usual day, and it's just like consistent. It's just like
Yeah.
my legs always have that feeling of like burning, but like I've just gotten kind of used to it.
Yep. Yeah, mine's more in my back. Like I tell everybody, it's like it's just a constant. It's like a constant. You're on fire. It feels like. And then I remember asking the
Yeah,
people at the Mary Free bed. I'm like, the rehab place. I'm like, am I always gonna feel like this? And they're like, what do you mean? And I'm like, it's just like a burning. Like it just hurts real bad. And they're like, yeah, I'm sorry. And you're just
yeah,
like, oh my god, like that right there. Like when they tell you that that's not going away. Oh
yeah.
man, that's a
It's a
day right
constant
there.
withdrawal.
It's like you
But
almost
I
die again, and you're like, oh, now I got to relive it.
I got off all the morphine and like the gabapentin and stuff like a couple like 6 months after I got hurt or something. So I don't take any pain meds anymore.
Oh,
So
so yeah,
I'm pretty
I
blessed.
can't. Mine's too much. I got 2 stabilization bars in my back, so it's like especially when the cold hits. Oh man, it like everything
Yeah,
tightens down and it just gets
the
crazy.
cold definitely makes my back feel like I'm like 85.
Yeah, yeah, it's definitely not fun. Like right now, just talking about it, I can feel. Well, then again, and also it's time for me to take my medication. I do take medication. I take gabapentin. I have to, otherwise I'll
Yeah,
be a
yeah.
mess on the
To each
floor.
their own.
Um, what we already talked about your hobbies, your longboard stuff.
Yeah.
Um, what about travel? Do you do travel at all?
Um. So I went to. Oh, this is a good opportunity to shout out High Fives Foundation.
Wait, you're doing a
They
shout out? Shout out!
Yeah, shout out. The High Fives Foundation, they flew me out. They help people with spinal cord injuries and other life-altering injuries. And they flew me out to California to do a bunch of really cool stuff like paragliding and mountain biking and other things to show me that you can still have a good life in a wheelchair. So Roy Tuscany and High Fives, like, thank you so much for that. And then I went to Florida for the national wheelchair tennis tournament. So
Nice.
that was pretty fun. It was unbelievably hot and humid down there, though. I
I heard
like
it was like for Michigan people, it's just like, ugh.
it's terrible. Like I can regulate my temperature pretty well, except in like
Oh yeah, I
except in
can't
hot
stand
weather.
hot.
Yeah, hot weather, my body does not function well.
Yep, I hear you. Let's see. Well, we went through a lot of them. I do have fitness. What do you do for fitness?
Um, I don't really. I'm pretty busy with school right now, so I don't work out at all or anything. So I gotta
You
get
don't even
back
do the
into that.
TheraBands or anything?
Nah, I don't use TheraBands or anything either. Even though I should.
Yeah, that's I do those, and then I do like free weights, stuff like that. I try to.
Yeah,
Man, we all don't do as much as we should. Like I try to do as much moving as I can.
yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean? The more moving you do, the better you feel.
yeah,
Um,
definitely.
well, brings me to my last but my most important question. What would be the best piece of advice you would give to a newly injured person?
I've been thinking about this for a little bit, and one, it would be to learn how to meditate. That has brought me a lot of peace in my life. And then two, to get into adaptive sports. Like I like to play wheelchair tennis now, and that's really fun. And it just opens you up to a whole community of people who are like you and have a spinal cord injury, and like in Grand Rapids, I met like older women who were in chairs for a lot longer than I've been alive, who were just out there enjoying playing tennis. And there's something that happens with like the human spirit when it gets connected like that, where you can just forget about your circumstances and play a fun sport with friends.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Um, I think that's a good idea for anybody to just get out and be social. You don't even
Yeah.
necessarily have to play a sport. Just go out and even talking to
No.
other people that have injuries or to kind of get their feel on things and how they deal with stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. It's done a tremendous amount for me.
Heck yeah, man. Well, I appreciate it. We don't have any more questions for you. I do got to say, everybody watching, if you or somebody you know would like to be on a Wheelchair Wednesday, PJ asked me too before we went live. He says, how long do you plan on doing this thing? I says, I don't know, man. Until somebody takes over or my equipment fails or something, I guess.
Yeah.
But we'll get you on there. We'll put you on the schedule. If you want to do a live, we can get you on a live. If you want to do a pre-recorded, we can do that too. But until then, tune in for next week's Wheelchair Wednesday. It's going to be a doozy. Besides that, you got anything you want to leave them with, PJ?
Nothing really. Just keep on meditating and love everyone.
I love it. All right, I love it. Well, PJ, stick with us. To everybody else, we'll see you next time here on Wheelchair Wednesday.